Gonzaga has time to do something. Sox for the win. Oh, yes! 3 seconds at midcourt. Jenkins gives it to Jenkins for the championship.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Ref the District. I'm Nathan Perry. That's Trevor, and that's Stoner. And on today's video, we're going to be bringing to you a little March Madness. That's right. We're going to be breaking down normally DC sports show today, even though DC's not really represented here. There are a few DMV teams that have made the list.
There's none.
What DMV Virginia? Team? There's Richmond in here.
And Longwood.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
Virginia Tech's in there, right?
Virginia Tech's in here.
Point of contention. DC, Maryland, and Virginia, right? That doesn't mean the entire state of Virginia and the entire
We're going to give people a little bit of a doubt. I know that there's plenty of people sporting burgundy and gold that love them some Hokies. So we're going to extend it down a little bit.
Not me, but
the team does their Washington Commanders love to do, go to Richmond for training camp.
That's not the DMV. Bro. That's not the DMV.
I agree. It's technically.
That's all I'm saying.
We're trying to give some love, Stoner. We're trying to give some love. Of course, if you love our content, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and you can always give us comments. Let us know who you think's going to win the big game, the big tournament itself. We're going to go over a few things in here. All right. And
I think we should go over every single game, every single pick from each one of us one at a time and explain every single one.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay. I've been outvoted. You're right. That would bring out the snooze alarm.
I do want to go over the first round's usually the most exciting, in my opinion. I think for most people would probably say that. Who is your biggest upset out of this first round?
Ooh, the biggest upset?
Yeah. What's the biggest upset that you have? Yeah, it'd probably be a good idea that you have that ready. I am probably the most tame when it comes to picking upsets.
Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot. I would have to say the spiciest one I have.
All right.
Is a 12 seed, which it's all right. It's double digits.
Yeah.
And it's going to be New Mexico State over UConn.
All right. Okay. Which bracket?
That is in the West.
In the West. Oh, wow. You got UConn losing. Okay.
Yeah. This one's spicy on a lot of levels. The BPI right now for UConn is 17. It's 117 for New Mexico State.
Yeah.
So not exactly there, but I think that the matchup there with the guards of Teddy Allen and Rice, they're going to be exciting to watch. And so that one I have on upset alert. One of the things that you have to be mindful of, at least one 12 seed has defeated a number 5 seed in 31 of 36 tournaments.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've got right below that, the game right below that, I've got 13th seed Vermont beating Arkansas.
Wow. Shady Katie will be mad at you.
Good. Maybe I'm doing that just to upset her. But I also have over in the South, straight across, I have a 12-5. I have UAB beating Houston. So those are
really
probably my two ones. You got any double digits there?
Yeah, I do. So I just got my bracket pulled up. So here we go. I'm actually picking New Mexico State to upset UConn as well.
Oh wow, you guys are great.
No,
I like it. I thought I was going to go out on a limb there. No.
And I've got Longwood upsetting Tennessee in the first round.
That, my friend, will not happen.
That's spicy.
I have Loyola Chicago. I'll get back to that. Loyola Chicago over Ohio State, 10 over 7.
I like that.
They like to make noise. That's pretty good.
I do
have a couple 11 seeds, but I didn't include those.
Here's your DMV connection. The coach at Loyola Chicago, Drew Valentine, brother of Denzel Valentine, father Carlton Valentine, who played at DeMatha Catholic. There you go.
There's
your connection to the DMV.
And I'm picking South Dakota State as a 13 seed over Providence, a 4 seed.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
You've got a lot of good ones there. Let us know in the comments what your spiciest upset for the first round is, because I'm very interested. Like I said, I'm pretty tame. I got a couple 11 seeds winning, but for the most part, I usually pick the ones who are higher seated. I know it doesn't always work out, but it does me just fine.
I got a problem with one of your picks, Nathan.
You got a problem with one of my picks? Let's bring them up. Let's get this out for everybody.
All right.
This is my bracket.
This is my bracket. You see my mouse.
Yes.
I got a problem with this one right here.
Hey, I knew he was gonna do that. I
almost
picked the same thing, Nathan, but I was like, nah, I can't do Tom Izzo like that. They can't go out the first round like that. They'll lose second round, but
not likely to go against Tom Izzo and Michigan State. But yes, I did that because I wanted to just dig in to Stoner just a little bit. For those that don't know, when his alarm goes off to feed the dog, what's the dog's name, Stoner?
Sparty, baby. Not baby. Baby is not the last name. It is Sparty.
Yes, it is. Come here, Sparty, baby.
And by the way, Davidson, their leading scorer, is Michigan State transfer Foster Lawyer.
Well, there you go.
So,
all the more reason it's a revenge game.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the numbers are, but it seems like every year Michigan State plays Duke in this tournament. I don't know if they do that on purpose, but here they are again, set to meet in the second round if they both win. Which they will, Nathan. There's a
Duke is likely to win. Something to note here is Davidson has a better defense, and they also have a better offense as far as like points per game are concerned.
You know what they don't have? Tom Izzo.
They don't have Tom Izzo.
Tell
That's
him
pretty
again.
good. BPI rank isn't that far off though, 32 to 50. So this is one of the closer matches that I think that's going to be on there. A good game looking to happen. That's going to be on CBS at 9:40 on the 18th. So just the day after. That's be Friday night. That's going to be. So Stoner will be up and celebrating a Davidson win. I have one to call out from Trev's.
All right,
bracket.
let's go. We're gonna open up Trev. There's Trev.
Talk to me.
Could it be right here?
It has to be that North Carolina over Baylor. I think you're letting a little bit of bias sneak through on you. Tell me why you think North Carolina. One, I almost picked Marquette to beat North Carolina.
That's an 8-9 seed. They're very evenly matched.
Yep.
Just because
they're not getting past
number 8, number 9 does not mean they're evenly matched. Okay, that does not mean that.
It does. That's why they're
on paper. On paper, it does.
You have North Carolina making it all the way to the Final Four. They lose to Gonzaga. They win the East. What makes you have that much faith in North Carolina?
Yeah,
it's tournament time. When it's tournament time, we don't take no jokes. Everything is serious. Hubie Davis has got those boys locked in. I know we just lost by 15 to Virginia Tech, but so did Duke. But guess what? We beat Duke on the last regular season game when they were hitting that stride of being dangerous. We spoiled them, and then which caused their fall in the tournament as well. So I just think that we're going to shock the world and come out of the East in the Final Four.
Their record against top 25 opponents is 2-4.
Oof. That's fine. That's not. I mean, it's 2-4.
BPI, by the way, is 26.
And what's
54
Marquette?
For Marquette?
Our biggest threat, the other team that scares me out of this is not Baylor. It's Murray State. That's That's the other scary team I have, and I have us beating them right there to get to the Final Four.
North Carolina beating
I
Murray
do
State
believe that we could be upset. We could clearly be upset there and lose. But other than that, I ain't scared of Purdue. I'm not scared of UCLA. St. Mary's don't scare me. Baylor does not scare me. They were scarier last year.
Sure, won the championship and all.
Yeah, but they're not who they were last year.
Hey, so since this is pick on Trev
Kentucky
time,
you got one to pick on?
I got one, Trev. So let's just say, let's a hypothetical here, Trev. When it comes down to it, and you and I are tied because we have the same two teams going to the championship. We have the same team winning. and let's say we're tied all the way up into there. Look at what you did in the tiebreaker. You
gotta
didn't
get some
pick
numbers in there.
Score.
You gotta get
I'm
some
gonna
numbers in
win.
there.
I'm gonna win based on you forgetting to put the final score in there.
I don't
That's
know
a
the final
winner.
score, but I'll go ahead and say this: Gonzaga by 10. I'll say that right now.
All right,
Stone
that's
Dogs
pretty
got
good.
it.
Gonzaga,
Arizona's
very
point guard
popular
is-
pick here.
Arizona's
on
point
the
guard
team.
is hurt. They might not even make it that far. And that's huge. That's a huge injury.
If you want a chance to pick apart our brackets, we shared them on our community post. Please jump in there and let us know which ones you have. Let's go to yours. I'm not going to pick on you specifically because I think your bracket's pretty solid.
Yes, it is.
There's one team here that the two of us are pretty high on together. Okay.
All right.
And that's Iowa. Out of the Midwest.
Iowa has two things working for them that every team that wins the championship, they have one of these two things. One, they either have excellent guard play, which is what Baylor had last year. They had unbelievable guards. Or they have an NBA player who can basically put their team on their back. And they have that as well. They have both. They have Keegan Murray, who is going to be a top 5 pick in the draft next year. He can absolutely carry this team, and they have great shooters. And they have at least 4 great shooters. And that's what you need in these tournaments, in these one and done, survive and advance. Iowa's going all the way to the Final Four. I love
also
that.
have them going all the way to the Final Four.
I cannot believe you guys have a Big Ten team.
It's just
in the Final Four.
The matter. It's
they got 9 teams in. They got 9 teams in this tournament.
That doesn't mean anything.
They do have a rough go of it here when the tournament starts.
Stoner, you got the University of Miami Hurricanes losing to Iowa in the Elite 8. You do realize Miami was a bubble team waiting to be called.
Love Miami. Love them.
The 10 seed was just. Don't let that fool you, bro.
I do agree. Miami's not making it out of that first round.
Are you kidding me? You've got Miami beating Auburn?
Yes, sir.
Auburn, who was ranked number 1 for pretty much the entire year. Number 2 for pretty much
Auburn's
the entire
a good
year.
Auburn, that's where we can pick apart his. I differ there.
That
I
is
think
atrocious.
Miami's losing in the first round. Auburn goes all the way up, but they lose to LSU's where I have that one.
What? LSU?
LSU
who just Simmons?
Who just fired their coach like 2 days ago.
Hey,
they don't even have a coach.
Oh my god!
Looking for a little excitement. It's what you're looking for, right? When it comes to it's March Madness. They don't call it March tameness.
That's
true.
Ain't
got no money on this.
That's why you got Miami and
Miami
Iowa.
is not. North Carolina in the Final Four is way bigger of a realization than Miami in the Elite 8.
I mean, they do have the pedigree. They absolutely have the pedigree to do that, but.
Let me ask you a little sidebar question.
UAB? Oh, what? You've got UAB in your Elite 8? Have you watched college basketball? Yes, you do.
Sweet 16.
Okay, same thing. Do you watch college basketball?
No, I got them losing to the number 1 overall seed, Arizona.
Bro, they're not going to beat Houston.
Number 1 overall is Gonzaga. Arizona is not the number 1 overall.
Is that
They're not going to beat Houston.
True. Gonzaga got their second number 1 overall seed.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Arizona. But anyway,
Arizona is a really good team, though.
UAB over Houston, Stoner?
UAB's got one of those. They've got one of those guys. They've got a guy who scores like 28 points a game. He can just carry.
Yeah, well, what conference does he come from? Because that's probably why he's doing 28 points a game.
Well, okay. We'll see. We'll see. Hey,
they do need to make it past Houston, which has a stifling defense.
Yes, they do. But wait, I have a sidebar question.
Okay.
So Iowa has the Murray brothers. They have Keegan Murray and I think it's Chris Murray, and they're identical twins. Mm-hmm. They have the exact same DNA, right?
Okay. Yeah.
How is it that one is going to be a lottery pick and the other one might not even make it to the NBA?
Talent's not in the DNA, buddy.
Yeah, Talent's not in the DNA?
No.
Of course it's in the DNA.
No, athleticism might be. Talent's not.
Yeah, dog.
Where's the talent?
And the other twin.
God-given, man. I don't know what to tell you.
No, That's what I'm saying. It's talent. If talent's not in the DNA, where does it come from?
No,
Well, see,
talent's
so
in the
I like-
DNA, but
in the-
it's not.
in the
It's not
soul.
shared. It's in a
It's-
soul. Yeah, you can't share talent.
maybe
with twins.
You guys just
they're,
making
if they're
shit up.
twins, this is
Yeah,
where they
we
got
are.
separated, right? This is
I don't
like
know,
all the
Stoner. How the
talent went
hell
into
am I supposed
one
to
brother.
have an answer to that question? I don't know.
He's just,
All right, I was just curious. I think it's kind of funny that you have twin brothers and one is a lottery and one is not even going to make the league.
I bet
That's
they
just
both don't
interesting
make the
to me.
league.
I guess it's not interesting to you all. I think it's pretty.
No, not at all. I'm
I
sorry.
just don't have an answer for where the talent comes from. If maybe
Fair enough.
someone in the comment section can help us out
tell
there
us
for where
where
talent
talent-
comes from.
Yeah.
I just know it's not in your DNA.
Okay.
Let's move
UAB.
on to our top four, our final four that we have going there. Again, I'm probably the least interesting person ever. I've got
Why?
3 1 seeds making the final four.
Hey,
And
I mean,
Iowa.
that's
And
what it's
Iowa.
for.
Yes, I said 3. So
Yeah.
3 1 seeds. Gonzaga. I have Gonzaga. I'm the only one out of the 3 of us that does not pick Gonzaga to the final game.
Yeah, I
Let
don't
alone
want them
winning
to
it.
get
You two
there,
have
but-
it winning it. I have Baylor taking down Gonzaga, and then Arizona taking care of Iowa. That's where Iowa's run will end. And I think both of you did put Arizona in the final as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the ankle injury is huge, but not huge enough to stop them from getting to where they need to be. It might make things interesting in the first 10 minutes of the first game. You know how it is. All these 1 seeds are like, oh, upset alert. And then by like 10 minutes ago, the first half, it's like, all right, what's up? Let's go to the other game. Let's go on this channel and check that out. Yeah.
Let's watch
So-
Unless you're Virginia, of course.
Yeah, unless you're Virginia. But my final four is Gonzaga against North Carolina, which will happen. And then Arizona's going to meet Auburn. Auburn kind of had a rough tournament, kind of got brought down to reality again at the end of the year, but I think they'll find their stride and reach the Final Four and lose to
All right.
Arizona. Gonzaga, Arizona. I don't want Gonzaga to win. I can't stand Gonzaga. I don't like Mark Few. I think he's one of the ugliest human beings I've ever seen in my life.
Really? He's
Wow.
ugly?
Yeah, he just-
we
He
got to
just,
attack
has
him.
that. He's just
Wow.
ugly.
He's got
And,
a punchable
all his-
face.
And
essentially
all his
what you
players
said.
are ugly. Remember Adam Morrison? He was ugly. Remember him? This Timmy guy, their big guy now, he's ugly.
It's a fashion
something
show.
about their
is this
mask,
a
the
model? Are they
mustaches.
models?
It's Gonzaga and their mustaches. I'm sorry, Stoner.
Is
Am I personally attacking you?
is
this?
Kispert ugly? I mean, he's
He
kind
had
of
he had a weird mustache at the time too. It's something about the
Okay.
mustache game.
Is
What
this
about
why you
Rui?
really hated the
What about
mustache
Rui?
I had a couple of
Rui
weeks
had a
ago?
mustache a little bit.
Yeah.
Nah,
Okay.
but I just don't want Gonzaga to win. But I think
I
they're
agree.
the most complete team in the entire tournament. So
Very
They've got
solid
that.
team, number 1 overall. Great year that they've had. Very likely that they're going to take down the national champion game there.
yeah.
I don't have them there, but I do have the team that you guys picked that Gonzaga is going to beat, and that's Arizona.
Mhm.
Arizona does come from the Gonzaga coaching tree, so it's still pseudo
Who's
Gonzaga
their coach for Arizona?
in Arizona, and
Lute
I
Olson.
should have had this.
Lute
Should have had
Olson,
this prepped.
Isn't that
No, it's
Sean
not-
Miller?
No, Sean Miller got. I think
He
he got
did get
fired
fired,
or quit. Yeah.
I he was supposed to because of all those. He was on tape, basically admitting to paying players back when you could not do that. But I thought he survived that. It's
Maybe
not
he
Sean
did,
Miller?
but just
I'm having
not
to
at
pick it up because
Arizona.
the name is eluding me here.
Huh.
Um,
That's who I thought it was. It might be Lute Olson again. Maybe he came back. And we weren't
I
looking.
think he did.
But like the LSU coach, Will Wade, they finally got tired of his all the stuff he was doing wrong.
Tommy Lloyd.
Tommy Lloyd. Oh, okay. So I guess Sean Miller did get fired. And he's a Gonzaga guy? He was a Gonzaga assistant?
He's part of the Gonzaga
Okay.
tree. Yeah.
I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
assistant coach at Gonzaga the last 22 seasons.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
so
I
it's
like
pretty-
that. That
pretty
would be
exciting
great if
there.
it's Gonzaga against Arizona then.
I think
Or-
that they
or
have
North
an exciting
Carolina.
team. Yes, they have. There's the ankle to worry about, but I do think that when it gets going, I think they're one of the better teams in this tournament,
All right.
and I think that they can put it together and win this championship and upset a lot of people who do think Gonzaga can take it down as the number 1 overall seed. Now, Stoner, you're one of those people who think that's going to happen as well. Trev's given his explanation. Let's hear your explanation for this championship pick.
They got a 7-footer who can do everything. He can shoot outside. He can play in the paint. Now he can be pushed around. He's like 7 feet, 106 pounds or something. But I mean, he is skin and bones. But he is a dominant presence, and he's the kind of guy that you can get on his back and carry it all the way to the championship. I like Gonzaga, and they haven't won before, right? They've never won.
They have one championship.
They do have a championship.
Pretty sure they have one championship.
I don't think they do. I think they've been to 2 championship
games.
Trev's
our stat guy as he's looking that up. You have Gonzaga winning by 7 points over Arizona. Trev has them winning by 10. And again, I'm going with Arizona, but a close game for me in that regard. So I have them only winning by 3 points because I love close championship games. It just makes it so much more exciting. Whether or not it ends up that way, but I did have Arizona winning 71-68. Woo. Trev, with the stats?
They have not.
They've not. They've made it to the championship game, but have not taken down.
I think they've made it twice.
Yeah, they made it twice in the past 4 years, reached the Sweet 16 10 times, and annually plays one of the nation's toughest non-conference schedules.
Yeah.
They're definitely one of those teams that their basketball pedigree is darn fine. We wish we can say the same for Georgetown at this point. Not in the tournament.
Oh my God! I mean, even in the NIT or the CBI or the Basketball Classic,
they're in the CVS getting some ointment for the burns that they've been taking.
That was perfect too. That was perfect. Have you guys heard about that? Like, there's the Basketball Classic is the first year. And then NIT and then CBI.
And then you got, CBI.
VMI, which is right over there.
Yeah. Which one are they in?
CBI, the 16-team one. Yeah.
Well, like, I know Maryland, even though they had a pretty decent record, they were invited to a couple of tournaments, and they were just like, we're just not doing it.
That's what the NIT's been dealing with a lot.
Sure.
Teams don't want to go. Couple of years is they're just like, if we're not making the actual tournament, we're just going to sit this one out. Yeah. I don't know if that's the right move. I think that maybe it's a player safety concern, but I know the NIT used to be at least coveted for those teams that were also ran. But then when you're a team like Maryland, who won a national championship within the last couple of decades, is it really exciting to be in the NIT? No, you expect, and I think that's essentially what it is it's maybe motivation for the players. Like, you ain't getting in this also ran tournament. You need to play well enough to get in the big tournament.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Let us know in the comments who you have winning the whole thing. What's your Final Four look like? That's what I want to know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Again, we're Ref the District. I'm Nathan. That's Stoner. That's Trev. And until next time.
What?
Be a fan.